Welcome you to 100 Queens who restart, rebuild, and rise. This is going to be another powerful episode. And I am your host, Samantha Hill. I'm the founder of Confidence Shift. I am also the author of Shift Your Confidence, a 15-day journey to firing those negative self-talks, okay? And I am Miss Mississippi Corporate America. This platform was created to give women a safe space to be seen, to be heard, and empowered as they restart, as they rebuild, and as they rise. I am so grateful for you all here today. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
God created this queen, elegance, power on the scene. Restart, rebuild, rise. Restart, rebuild, rise. Restart, rebuild, rise. Watch a real queen come alive. I'm the prize. You're the prize. We're the prize. Restart, rebuild, rise. Let's go. One more time. God created this queen, elegance, power on the scene. Restart, rebuild, rise. Restart, rebuild, rise. Restart, rebuild, rise. Watch a real queen come alive. I'm the prize. You're the prize. We're the prize. Restart, rebuild, rise.
Yes, yes, yes. Welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome again. Before we get started, I want you to drop your city, your state, and in the comments, okay? Let us know where you are chiming in from, okay? So make sure that you stay. I want you, all of you, to make sure that you stay to the end because we do have a special giveaway today, actually 2 of them. All right, so we're going to get started with a short prayer. Let's pray. Lord, bless this room, bless this conversation, bless every queen that is listening. Give her what she needs to restart, rebuild, and to rise. Amen. All right, guys, today's conversation is for the woman in business who feels pressure to keep up, to show up, to post more, to do more, to build her business the way everybody else says she should. But today, we are reminded you do not have to build from pressure. You can build from purpose. All right, I see Memphis, Tennessee is in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Mississippi is in the house. And, of course, France is in the house. We just went around the world and flew all the way to France. And we are super excited about this call. All right, so look, this is what I want to do. I have a question. All right, Queens, have you ever felt like social media was the only way to be seen? Have you ever felt like you had to post every day, you had to make all these reels, you had to follow the trends and keep up with all the online pace that doesn't even feel like you? So it's all about feeling like you, what you are comfortable with. Yes, we have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, but sometimes it's just not you. So today we're talking about building visibility in a better way. We're talking about websites. We're talking about SEOs. We're talking about sales copy, clarity, and rebuilding your business without losing yourself. So if that speaks to you already, I want you to drop in the comments, I can build a line. Okay? I can build a line. Put it in the comments now. So I want to introduce our guest. All right? So while we are waiting on more of our audience to come on in, I want to introduce this amazing queen. So today's guest is a sales copywriter and an SEO strategist based out of France, okay? She helps service providers and practice owners turn their website into reliable client resources so they do not have to depend only on unpredictable referrals or social media. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So after 10 years in the corporate world, she has made redundant twice within 5 months. Okay. Then instead of taking another job that came her way, she made the bold decision to build her own business. So today, through her consulting and her sold out SEO Academy, she helped business owners strengthen their website, improve their visibility, and create sales copies that connects and converts. So, Queen, I want you to help me welcome Miss Morgane Rose. Morgane, welcome to 100 Queens who restart, rebuild, and rise.
Hi, Samantha. Hi, everyone. I'm so honored to be here. I just love the vibe. I'm just having a great time, and we haven't even started, so to speak, yet. So,
right. We hadn't even got started yet. So, okay, Morgane, before we jump into the strategies, I'd love for you to give us give us a little of your restart story.
So, yeah, like you said, I was made redundant twice within 5 month period of time. So I guess God had other plans for me. And I was saved. So when I started my first business, I was a personal development coach, but I was also doing things that are not pleasing to the Lord, but I didn't know better. I was helping people with energy healing, between quotation mark. Oh, I did this and now I have balloons all over the place with the Zoom reaction. I just did this and it celebrated. Yeah, celebrated that I was saved by Jesus. Yeah, so I hadn't realized at the time that the Lord was building skills within me, because I was a personal development coach. I was helping people in spirituality, and I had not realized that I was learning SEO. Like, I thought that's just what I had to do. But then when the Lord, saved me, it felt like he had planned a way out for me before I even knew. And this is when sales copy and SEO became obvious to me, because that was his plan. So that's my rebuild. My rebuild was also realizing that I had been deceived and I was wrong all my life, while I really thought I was, quotation mark, doing God's work. I was purely ignorant. That's not an excuse. That's just an explanation that my heart was in the right place, but serving the wrong person, so to speak. So, walking away from all of that, things, and also realizing that many of these strategies that are taught on social media are not from God, but God can still use those things for good, right? But what I'm saying is that some people, myself included, are not built for social media. The brain, it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't mean social media is not good. It doesn't mean it's evil. It doesn't mean it's useless. Not at all. It just means that different things work for different people. And when you hear so many people, coaches, gurus, whatever, saying that social media is the only way, and here you are trying to fit in a mold that God didn't even build you for in the first place, the only thing you're going to get is make yourself miserable. Been there. Even if I knew SEO was working, I was getting results from SEO, I wanted to get to the next level, and because they are so good at deceiving and promoting overnight success, I thought that's what I had to do. And this is when I fell into the rabbit hole, and I see a lot of new age teachings are staining the coaching industry. Not putting everyone in the same basket, obviously. but I've seen
Yeah.
the sleaziness, the manipulation, the ugly side of business, and that's the enemy's technique. So this is what
Okay. So
I'm here to share, that there is another way.
that's amazing. So what you're saying is you had to finally choose what fits who you are becoming, pretty much. Yeah, I like that. So those that are here listening to Miss Morgan, I want you to put in the chat, allow yourself to be you. Allow yourself to be you. All right, I like that. I really love that. And the first question I want to ask you, I remember you talking about you had a job offer come your way without even applying for it. So what gave you the courage to say no to that offer and bet on yourself instead? Because that takes courage. It does.
If I remember, it was such a way, and that's truly God. Because just to set the context, because it's going to sound crazy with a K, it's the job offer was from a company that was in the same street as I had been working for years, but I had never heard of that company. First weird thing. Second thing is, so it was in the same street. The company where I was working was here, and they were here a little bit further. And I almost got lost on that place where I had been working in that industrial area for about 10 years. I was so confused that day. I was excited to go on the job interview because I'm like, well, the job offer is coming from the sky, like, that's great, but I was feeling such a discomfort. My stomach was having a party, like twisted. Something felt horribly wrong, but I couldn't put my finger on it. And then I go there, they interview me, and they're like, I swear this is what happened. They said the job was to start in 6 months from now, but I was the first person they interviewed, and they would put everything on hold until I give my answer because the job was mine if I said yes. It was that easy, so to speak. I walked away, and then I'm like, I was feeling horrible. I was so confused. I walked back to my car. I even had to call my mom. I'm like, okay, you need to just like talk to me because I need to drive home. And I'm so confused right now. I don't know what's going on. I'm just lost. I really cannot explain. And I was so anxious. I had thoughts like I need to accept because that's what a normal, sensible person would do. But every time I would think about it, I would feel nauseous and heavy. And at some point, I cannot remember if I called or if I sent an email. But the moment I declined, saying I had other plans, which was not totally a lie because I was still applying and thinking, and I wanted to be polite as well. And then like, I'm going to start my business. And when I had this thought, it felt like a ton of brick left me. Like, wow. And this felt so obvious. Yeah, right. Claire is saying your body will tell you which way to go. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. And it was the first time I felt it that way, and it was so obvious. So this is when I decided to take a training and become a personal development coach. So
Okay. So look, my queens that are in the chat, I want you to answer this question. After hearing Megan, what is one thing that you have had the courage to walk away from? Because it's definitely courage when you have to, like she said, when you get that feeling and you're like, okay, something is telling me the norm is not the right way to go. All right. So that takes courage to listen. All right. So Claire said, corporate America, family, wrong relationships. Yes, those wrong relationships, you definitely have to have courage. It takes a lot of courage. And, relationship doesn't always equal with a partner. It can be your relationship with corporate America, with your job, with your family member. Those are all different types of relationships. So I love that you said that, and that was very powerful. I'm glad that you acted on what the spirit was telling you and not just reacting on the norm. Okay, so I think that was amazing. So my next question is, you started a personal development coaching, then rebuilt your business into sales, copyrights, and SEOs. What did the rebuilding process teach you about clarity?
Clarity is everything.
Yeah.
I mean, God is everything, but clarity is the next everything.
Yes.
Because without the clarity, clarity, just to be precise here, it doesn't mean you're going to see the end result and you're going to know everything in advance, because that's different. Only God knows, right? But clarity on what is tolerable and what is not, clarity on your messaging as well, who you're working with, clarity on your boundaries as a business owner, but also as a human being. So clarity is really, really key. And for every business owner listening, if we're not clear on our offers, on the results that we are helping our clients get, on who our client is, our ideal client avatar, the persona we want to work with, it's going to be much, much harder, because then your messaging is going to be broad. You're going to be talking to everyone and their grandma, their accountant, and someone's uncle in Florida, like literally everybody, and therefore to nobody. And that's when you're going to become like myself, like my past self, that I was a self-proclaimed cricket whisperer. You're just going to talk to cricket. That's literally what you're going to do.
Right. Claire said, yes, I'm experiencing clarity in my business right now. And it's so refreshing and exciting because now know who my audience is. Yes, I love that. And, you know, I like to look at clarity myself as with all of that, you saying all that, it is good because clarity often comes while you're moving. You know, clarity, you got to be moving, you got to be working. And it like you say, it's not just an instant something. It's while you're moving. It's while it's not while we are standing still. You got to be growing. Okay. So look, I want the audience to put in the comments, I'm growing. Yes, I'm growing. I like that. Yes. Somebody said I'm growing. Okay, so my next question is, we've talked about the pressure of posting constantly and following the influencer model, the norm, as they call it. Why do you feel that model is not the right fit for every expert business?
I feel from my experience, so my own and what I've seen, that a lot of the influencer model requires performing and entertaining. Nothing wrong with that if that's what you genuinely enjoy, what you're naturally good at. Like, I'm not criticizing that. Once again, to each their own, right? I respect everyone.
Right.
What I'm talking about here is that when you don't know better, and you cannot know what you don't know, and you think you have to do it, and it feels horrible, it's going to be a nightmare, because you create your business to have freedom, because that's what God wants for us, right? And then here you are, you feel trapped into something. You open social media and you feel you have to milk your brain to produce content, like this juice to get this content going, to do things that you might not naturally be good at. And even though everything can be learned, something you don't, if it's not in your personality, and that ties back to what you said at the beginning of this episode,
Mhm.
It's not for you. It's going to feel icky. And what you are saying is something I live by, is it's good to get out of the comfort zone within healthy limits. There is the healthy growth, the healthy push yourself because you know that's what you need to do, and the push yourself because so and so told you and you think that's what you have to do, but it feels icky and you just want to have a shower because those strategies are just not aligned with you, basically.
Mhm.
So this is where the clarity on our own boundaries and what is tolerable for us, for our nervous system, according to the trauma that we've gone through to our past, because the human being is so complex.
Yeah.
We also need to respect our own path and our own nervous system, because not everybody is
Mhm.
built for the hype, for the constant high vibe. And once again, nothing wrong with that. I do insist. It's more, you cannot fake who you are not, because at the end of the day, you're going to force it. It's going to be painful for you, but it's not going to serve you, because people feel when it's not aligned with you, when it's not your personality. So they're going to cringe and you're going to cringe. Everybody's going to be cringing together, and your bank account is going to be like, I'm hungry, girl, like do something. So we don't want that.
Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. So let's put in the comments, no faking. No faking. We can't be faking. We got to be real. We got to be true to self. We got to have clarity. I like that. I love it. I love it. I love that. What's the bank account? You have me tickled, girl. I really like that. I like the way you put that. Okay, so we're gonna move on. Okay, so my next question is, what would you say to that business owner who feels like she is failing because she does not want to post 3 reels or videos a day on social media on all these different platforms? What would you say to that business owner who's just feeling like she's failing?
Pause. Pause for a second and have a meeting with yourself and with God, if you're a
Mm,
believer, obviously. And just ask yourself, why did I want to open my business? How
mm,
does it feel
I love
like?
that.
How should it feel like? How do I want it to feel like? Because God is not the author of confusion. God is peace. God is, I'm not saying there's not going to be hardship. Of course there will,
Oh, yeah.
but
Yes.
not more than necessary. If it feels tense, if it feels forced, if it feels confusing, or you're just like have this cloud over your head,
Mm,
pause and not make yourself
oh,
wrong for not being able to force yourself or not fitting in the mold. My default mode for the longest time, and I'm still recovering, praise God, was to make myself wrong. That was literally, if something is not working, I'm doing something wrong. And some coaches I've worked
mm,
with were literally, and this is, I'm going to speak against tactics that I don't agree with. I've seen coaches who claim they don't let just anyone come into their container. So how it's going is you have this free call with them, like qualification, clarity call, whatever you want to call it, sales call. And they ask you a question and you tell them your struggle. That's what happened to me. Girl, that's going to be okay. We're going to fix that. You're going to love using social media. With my method, it's going to work for you. No worries. So you're like, oh, okay. Then you have hope. You're like, okay, then she's got me. I'm going to be okay. They
yes.
get your money. And then you're put into a room with other people on a call. And when you, hi, when you ask a question, because you're genuinely trying, right? I'm not saying you're just sitting there and taking the information and not doing anything. I'm talking about you're trying and it's not working for you. You bring it up to the call, not feeling sorry for yourself, just more like, hey, I've been doing what you were telling me to do, but I haven't gotten any results. That's because you're not trying hard enough, or you're being too negative. See, you're talking about the problem. Yeah, but I'm asking for help. So I'm not feeling sorry for myself. I'm actually bringing a question and like, can we unpack? And maybe I'm just like this, and you need to know. So when they're just those I've seen, right? Not generalizing. If you're not, I don't know, if something is not working for you, you are wrong, because it works for me. So it has to work for you. And if it's not working for you, then you are the problem. And then you have all the group who's just raving about the coach, suddenly have like ganging against you and be like, yeah, you don't have to bring those problems in the calls. You just keep going. This is the shaming, the gaslighting that I've seen myself. And now I can tell you that I was not the right fit for this person, but they made me believe I was the right fit just because they wanted the money, so they could flaunt their Stripe notification of a new payment. And that's what I've experienced. And this is what I stand against, because these people are creating damage for those whom it's working for. Great, but it's not working for everyone, because not everyone's personality is to overshare. And I know I'm not the only one. I've connected with, well, some of my clients and other people I've been discussing with on social media, on networking, because I still love social media. Is still good for networking and all of that. I'm not saying it's not good, but I'm
that's
saying
how we found each other.
Exactly. Amen. So it's just not making yourself wrong. I'm going to repeat myself. I'm sorry, but it's so important, because that's what I would have needed to hear in the past. Don't make yourself wrong if something is not working for you, when you genuinely know you've tried, when you've put in the work and you haven't seen the fruit from that work. So this would be my answer.
Yeah,
And of
that
course,
makes sense.
just see what there are so many other ways to market. There has to be something that feels less painful. We need to choose our difficult. Like I always say, everything is difficult. Everything is going to be difficult when you run a business. So you need to feel good about something and choose what is less hard for you.
Okay, pretty much like you said earlier, sometimes you just have to pause. You take that pause, and pause don't mean stop. It just take a pause, breathe, okay, and make sure that it's right for you. Because sometimes we do try to, sometimes we even try to force ourselves to do things that's not at our comfort level, and we all do need that extra push. But I like the fact that you are saying that it has to be a right fit on both ends. You just don't allow that pressure when that's not your area. Is that pretty much what you're saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
The healthy out of comfort zone push that we were talking about earlier.
Okay. I love that. I love that. In the comments, y'all, if y'all understand what you're saying, just put pause in the comment. Put pause. I'm sure y'all understand, because sometimes we are just pushing so hard. Yes, Miss Brown said pause. We have to pause sometimes, because everybody's personality is different. Like she said, I think you explained it very well, that we need that pause. We need that peace. We need to feel good about what we're doing, because we all are trying to start a business in different areas, and that pause is necessary to make sure we're moving in the right direction. All right? I like that. So the next question is, what's one common mistake that most business owners make with their website? I know this is where you actually specialize in this area. What's a common mistake that we as business owners make with our website copy?
I would say write copy from a place of being in our own head. And I include my past self because I've definitely been there, meaning you're the expert in what you do, right? So it's obvious for you. So you're going to write like people know about it. You're just writing from an expert point of view. So you write from you, not for them. And you talk as a you, we, you in general, right? Also giving information that they don't necessarily need to see right straight away. So if I may share something I always say to my clients is the top section of your sales page or any page on your website needs to answer what I call the 4W questions. The first W is what? What is this page about? Okay. The second W is going to be who it's for. Because people who come to visit, they need to know if it's for them straight away. The third W is why should I care? So what's in it for them? What are the results that they can expect from working with you and also reading the page? Because reading the page needs to make them feel that they're going to learn something, like see the solution, that there is a solution to their problem. And the fourth W is what to do next. Because I see many, so just to summarize, what it's about, who it's for, what results they're going to get, and what to do next. What is the next no-brainer step that they need to take to start getting closer to the solution? Do you want them to book a call? Do you want them to download a freebie? Do you want them to pay straight away and book a session? Of course, it's different according to which web page we're talking about. So this would be, if I needed to summarize everything I've said, writing all your copy for your client from the you perspective, meaning they are a total stranger, they don't know anything about you, they need to understand straight away within 5 seconds, 8 maximum, usually we say 5, they are in the right place and it's for them. That's what I would say.
Okay, I love that. So pretty much a website, the website shouldn't just look good, it should speak clearly.
Yeah.
Clear. Yeah, it has to speak clearly of what you are giving to the client. Exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay,
and
I like
design
that.
is
I like
good
the
in
four
terms of
W.
Oh, great. And great material, because design is important in terms of clarity, but a website that's going to bring in clients doesn't have to be fancy. It can, nothing wrong with that, but sometimes people are on a budget and they feel frustrated because their website doesn't look as modern or as fancy with animations and all of that. So what I say is like, where you start doesn't need to be where you end. You can start small with a clear website, even if it's minimalist, it's okay. Focus on getting clients first, getting it found, getting it to convert. So convert meaning turning visitors into clients. And then when you have more money, when you have, the ball is rolling, then invest into the equivalent of a Rolls Royce for the website if you want. Yeah.
That's good. So start small. Just start small and make sure you on top of those 4 W's. I really love that. I love that because that's the most important part. That's the most important part. Not, it's so pretty, so I'm going to buy whatever they got, whatever they're giving. Okay. So my next question is kind of similar. So what would you tell a woman who feels ashamed because her business model that worked for someone else didn't work for her, So
once again, there's nothing wrong for her. And it's just, with her, it's just about unlocking even what's within her I would want to say, if something is not working, it's not that you're not made for this. It's just you haven't found what you want, what lights you up, and maybe the identity that God has planned for you to be that version of yourself, if that makes sense. The meeting the who you are internally with the plans that God has for you. So
God has for you.
It's not that you're not made for business. If you're listening to this and you've started your business and you're struggling, it doesn't mean you're not made to be in business, because otherwise you wouldn't have started the business in the first place. If you started the business, it's because you felt a calling, you felt a reason that was bigger than your fears. You've had the strength, the courage, thank you for the heart, to move forward. Don't let the enemy stop you. Don't let the mind, the lies of the mind from the enemy get to you. Just keep believing in yourself, just like God is believing in you, because he has a purpose and he's not wrong. So feeling stuck, struggling just means that you haven't just found quite yet your unique way of doing it. That's what I would want to say to these women.
Yeah. I love that. That's very powerful and so true. I'm over here looking at the comment. It takes trial and error. Yes, absolutely. This is so true. It can be beautiful on the outside and lack a substance on the inside. Okay. That's very deep, and that makes a lot of sense. I am so glad that you are here sharing this information. One more question. What is one thing every service provider should look at on their website today if they want better clients? If they want better clients, I know you talked about the 4 W's, but what is something they already have their website done? What is something that they need to change? They need to work on at this point?
I would ask 2 questions. Are you clearly making them feel seen? And I will get into that. And the second thing is, are you sorry, I distracted myself by thinking about what I was going to say next. So let me get into
all the time, girl.
Yeah, making them feel seen, meaning, are you? Oh yeah. The second thing is talking to the action taker in them. So I want to develop those 2, if I may. Making them feel seen is talking to micro moments in their life. Because it's one thing to say, I don't know, just a random example, you are feeling overwhelmed. Yeah, everyone knows what it feels like to feel overwhelmed. But when you describe a moment in their day, take a woman who is driving her children to school or to some activities. She has so much on her mind. She's driving. So she's focused on keeping the children safe as she's driving, arriving on time, and then a thousand things is running in her head. She needs to do this, do that, and to do that again, and then business. And she has a call at 10. She should be on time, but she needs to cop some grocery quickly. The overwhelm, the to-do list that never shrinks. And this description speaks more to an overwhelmed person than just reading you are overwhelmed. So talking to micro moments in their day so that they feel seen and they're like, whoa, she really gets me, because that's actually what I'm going through right now. So that's the first thing. So talking about their pain, but not in a doom and gloom way, like just more, I'm very pleased that it's helpful. That makes them feel seen, like in a relatable way. But relatable is good, but you also want to lead them out. And sometimes people, as much as they want the solution, they want to solve their problem, sometimes they doubt, is this really for me? Am I going to be able to reach that? I know I have this dream, this desire, this goal. but I'm not sure. And we all need to believe in ourselves, and we all need to know that someone believes in us as well. So in your copy, you also need to talk to the version of the person who believes they can, to activate, and this is really ethical, right? I'm not talking about lying or anything. I'm just talking about seeing their potential, making them believe that they can, so that your copy helps people self-select. So you want to say, instead of you are experiencing XYZ, you're going to say something like, you're done experiencing XYZ, but in micro moment, you've had enough. You know this cannot go on that way. So you're reinforcing their decision. And it's ethical because it's in your copy. It's not manipulating. It's not like you're trying, because your copy is there to make people self-select. So those who don't believe in themselves or that the solution is right, they can either find someone else or book a call to just see if it's their own mind getting in the way, because they feel you're the right person. And this is totally okay, because even if your copy tackles objections, we are still human. Sometimes we need that human touch. We need to talk to the person, because we're going to be trusting them not only with money, but our time and energy. So we need to make sure that this person we're going to work with is a good fit for them, and we're also a good fit for their offer. So nothing wrong with that. Your copy can lift general objections, but people are always going to have personal situations, things, doubts that is related to them that they want to clear out. And it's totally okay. It's totally normal. So having the possibility for them to book a call with you or swap messages, however you want to do it, they feel there is a real human who really cares behind the computer page, the web page.
That makes a lot of sense. That was really some great information, and I really thank you. And I know that our audience probably has some questions, but before we go into Q&A, so while y'all putting those questions together, raising your hand, we're going to do our giveaway. Y'all ready for a giveaway? Who's ready for a giveaway?
Awesome.
So the first giveaway is going to be a copy of my book, Shift Your Confidence, okay? Shift Your Confidence, a 15-day journey to fire your negative self-talk. Okay, so we're going to start with this giveaway first. We got the names let me see if we got everybody's name that's in the chat. Y'all have been really, really, really participating in your with your questions and stuff in the chat, and I love that and I appreciate that. Let's go ahead and give away the first giveaway. Drum roll.
Exciting. Good luck to everyone.
Yeah. All right. We have a winner. That is, can you say your name? Unmute yourself.
Congrats.
All right. Unmute yourself. And what I want you to do is to send a personal message to, you see where it says Brian and Samantha. Send a personal message with your address, and we would get that amazing book to you. My book. You're going to love it. And I definitely want feedback and once you get it and read it, okay? All right. So we're gonna have another giveaway, and that is totally I'm sorry. I can't see anybody. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Can everybody? Oh, okay, cool. Okay, so go ahead and let them know what your giveaway is.
Right. So I would like to offer you what I call the create a freebie that pre-sells your offer. So a freebie is a free resource that you give to people in exchange for their email address. So you can grow your email list outside of social media, or even if you want to use social media to drive people to your email list. So I'm giving away a masterclass that's going to help you. And there is a landing page template, a high converting landing page template included. So basically, you're going to learn how to create a free resource that provides people with a free quick win. And you're going to learn how to position this free resource in a way that bridges the gap between this free resource and your offer, so that it's connected and it's funneling people into your world. Then you can nurture them by email. You can build trust, develop relationships, and pre-sell your offer and get clients.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Let's go ahead and spin that wheel.
Good luck.
Claire is the winner. Congratulations.
Congrats, Claire.
Congratulations, Claire.
Awesome.
Ooh. Okay, so, I'm so sorry. I got a tickle in my throat.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So you are so welcome, Claire. You're welcome. So now that we have done, baby, can you bring me some water, please? We've done the giveaway. Now we want to do our Q&A. Do we have any questions? Any questions for Ms. Morgan? Okay. My question is, how do you help a woman entrepreneur for 25 years transition from one area of her career to another one and gain different traffic, but in the same industry?
All right. So when you say different traffic, but in the same industry, so you're talking about your website, and do you still want to keep doing what you do and you're completely pivoting, or do you want to keep both? Okay, you're completely pivoting. Okay, that's a great question. So I would say if you're in the same industry, your keywords, so the main theme of your website, is going to be similar. So I wouldn't advise to build a completely different website, but to keep your domain name, so yourdomainname.com, the address, and start changing your pages. So you can still, you already have this topical authority because you've been in the industry for 25 years. So just start changing your pages, or build a new page and retire some others. But you need to do some redirection. Redirection meaning you don't want to lose, to have 404 errors. I don't know if you've seen on websites before, you land on a page and it's written 404 error. That means that the link, the page address, is broken. We want to avoid that. So you want to, it's called a 301 redirection. I know it sounds a little bit technical, but you can send me a private message after if you want. And just start building your new offer, your new offer and your sales page for your new offer when it comes to your website. And then when it comes to your other channels, so I don't know how you've been doing your marketing, but let's say you've been doing, I don't know, Facebook or LinkedIn or Instagram or whatever, you start pivoting, you start changing your topic and calling out your ideal clients, meaning, let's say if you were, you help a woman entrepreneur. So let's say you were helping, just for the sake of the example, okay? Let's say you were helping women in their 20s or new moms, and now you're helping women in their 40s or empty nesters. You're just going to start calling these people out. You can, if you want, also announce this shift. and make it clear to your audience, okay, I've been doing this, I'm still doing this, but I'm changing a little bit, so people can self-select. Those who are not a good fit, they will just say, okay, hi, bye, good luck, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it's also a way to start afresh. And then once you've announced this, you just create content for your new person and start talking about your new offer in terms of results that they're going to get and the new pain points that you are helping them solve. And yeah, like I was saying, updating your website and also updating free resources as well. I hope that's answering your question.
Yeah, I do. I truly believe that you did answer that question. So what I want you to do, make sure you let everybody know how to contact you, the best way, your website and different stuff like that. And we're going to put that in the chat as well.
Okay.
Yeah, she understands. She says, so start acknowledging others. Got it. Great, Ms. Brown. That was a great question.
Awesome.
All right, we're going to put Brian just put her contact information in the chat. So if you want to tell them as well how to get in touch with you, that would be great.
Yeah, I just put my detail. If anyone has any question, I'm happy to connect and answer complimentary to this meeting, this episode.
Oh, awesome. You did put that in there. I thought.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. She said, got it, and thank you. Thank you for that question, Ms. Brown. That was actually a very good question. All right. So, look, Queens, today we were reminded that you do not have to build your business from pressure, okay? You do not have to copy the model that doesn't fit you. You do not have to depend on the social media for visibility, okay? So that's a way a lot of us learn, but it is not necessary if it's pressure for you. You do not have to feel ashamed because one strategy worked for somebody else, but it didn't work for you, okay? So it's all about rebuilding, okay? So I love how she aligned everything and she explained to you how you can go in different directions and not try to follow a model that does not agree with you. So Morgane, thank you for sharing your story, your wisdom, your expertise with us today. It was truly a blessing. I really loved everything that you said. All right, Morgane says thanks everybody. You have.
Yeah, I really appreciate. I really feel honored to be here with amazing people and powerhouses that are just changing their own life and impacting people. So it's truly a blessing. Thank you so much from my heart.
Okay, wonderful. It's truly an honor to have you here as well. I've been wanting to talk to you for so long, but you're busy, I'm busy, but we finally had an opportunity to talk here, and we're going to keep that relationship going. So y'all make sure you click on copy her information and reach out to her. I will reach out to you in the future. You are amazing. That's what Miss Bree said. Yes, you are. You are truly amazing. I love that. Miss Brown said she'll be following you on your platform and stay in touch. All right. See, you made a great impact on these queens today, and we truly appreciate you. If this conversation has been a blessing for you guys, I want y'all to please share it, okay? Tag another queen. Make sure you subscribe to her platforms and make sure you watch the replay, which is on YouTube, all right? The confidence shift, okay? If you are a queen, also, if you're a queen with a small business, a mission, a book, a testimony, anything like that, we would love to feature you right here on 100 Queens Who Restart, Rebuild, and Rise. So you simply visit shiftyourconfidence.com, and somebody can put that in the chat for me to learn more about becoming a guest You can always reach out to me. You can also learn more and connect with me on my website, Confidence Shift. All right, so thank you for joining us tonight, everybody. Remember, Queens, you can restart, you can rebuild, you can rise. You do not have to build from pressure. I love it, Morgan. I love it. You can build from purpose. So until next time, keep restarting with confidence, rebuilding with direction, and rising with purpose. Have a blessed day, my beautiful queens.
Bye.
Good night.
Created this queen, elegance, power on the scene. Restart, rebuild, rise. Restart, rebuild, rise. Restart, rebuild, rise. Watch a real queen come alive. I'm the prize. You're the prize. We're the prize. Restart, rebuild, rise. Let's go. One more time. God created this queen, elegance, power on the scene.